This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. Well, Cardi B says she just won this suit, and she's so emotional right now, and she wants to kiss God's feet right now. I'm beyond grateful. Now, this guy wanted a bunch of money from her for using this tattoo he has supposedly in her, on one of her album covers. Now, you know, I think he wanted like millions of dollars, you know, which is that's crazy. When you get successful, people really just want to like take you for what you got. I think it was like $5 million he wanted. What about just getting paid for, you know, being in the cover? I think he was hired by them too. So like, Cardi B appeared in court for this, and Cardi B, okay, so she was taken to court for $5 million for the Gangsta BITCH mixtape volume 1, right? Kevin, who kneeled with his, he had his head between Cardi's legs on the cover, and speaking about the image, he said, "It looks like I'm giving oral to somebody that's not my wife, somebody that's not my partner. And an image that I never signed off on ever." It was altered by a digital artist, was something that he found on the internet. However, he had a back tattoo and it was altered, so they put another tattoo on it. Anyways, Cardi claimed that he was, that she was not made aware of the change. Okay, so then both parties appeared in court. And she said, "There's not one piece of evidence where people believe it's actually him. He hasn't gotten, he hasn't been fired from his job or gotten a divorce. How has he suffered? Please tell me how he suffered." That's a good point. So he said, after the hearing, she said, "I just won this lawsuit. I'm so emotional right now." This after she won. And then, man, that's crazy. This is what she said.
To me, especially when you in that court and you don't know what's gonna be the final decision, practically your destiny. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they're back
but
here.
I'm thankful and I'm grateful. Amen.
Here.
And I love you guys.
Actually, just fine. You
So
can just take the
thankful.
hotel. It's fine.
It seems like Cardi B is always in court now. Now, Tasha K, who we'll get to in a second, she is going hard at Meg The Stallion now. We'll get to the Tupac thing in a minute. She's going hard at Meg The Stallion. Meg The Stallion retweeted some stuff. So Tasha K saying that like Meg The Stallion rented a house from Tiana Taylor and destroyed the house, and Tiana was in tears and blah, blah, blah. But I don't know. Why is that even being talked about? And then, so now Meg saying, let's see. Some people said Meg rented a house from Tiana for a very short period, 2019, left in 2020. Tiana just sold the home nearly a month ago. It's not the same home that of Meg's that was, burglarized, right? And then Tasha K reacts to that and says, "You damaged this lady's house. She had to run you down for her bread. EJ suggested that you rent out one of her homes." EJ suggested you rent out one of her homes to that lady. On top of that, trying to skip out on damages and back rent. EJ had to run you down for his $80K in work he did for you. Meg, please. Yeah, you rented the home then, but they both had to run you down for the bread you owed them. So I was like, she's saying that a makeup artist or something she had, or a stylist, also rented her house and she destroyed it. And tell your blogger he got the story wrong. Ain't nobody say nothing about Tiana selling the home because of you. What I said was that she is selling the home. She let you rent and damaged. And now that your home was burglarized, she don't care because karma is a BITCH. Oh, okay. Meg's young. And maybe some damage was done to the house. I don't know. Who cares? I don't know why Tasha K is going so crazy with this. I don't know. Then lastly, Tasha K goes too hard with certain things, and that's why she got into the thing with Cardi B. Kanye Taylor wasn't vocal about that, I don't think, I don't know. But anyways, then we got Tupac. This whole Faith thing comes back because Desiree, his ex-girlfriend, says that Tupac bragged to her about, like, oh, Faith just left my hotel room. So she's saying there's validity to that story. Tupac never lied. But what if Tupac just said that because he knew that picture was coming out with him and Faith? And he wanted to get Desiree mad because, think about it. These guys were in their 20s. Faith might have slept with Pac to get back at Biggie for something. Maybe she was mad about something. Or Tupac could have said something to Desiree in that sense because he wanted Biggie to believe that, and maybe he had a problem with Desiree, and he wanted to make her jealous. I mean, you got to think about things like that too. That happens in relationships. It is what it is. I appreciate you guys so much. I'm trying to put news together today. There's not a lot of stuff going on. I'll talk about Kanye in a little bit because he's saying he only has $120 million in his bank account. And that could be due to the rest of his money being in stock, and stuff like that. And he's worth billions because Yeezy's worth billions. It doesn't mean he has billions in his bank account in cash, guys, okay? It means that if he sold Yeezy, but he's losing all his partnerships, and we'll talk about that in a little bit. Like, more people are stepping back from him. He's going down a destructive route that is, it's sad to see. Anyways, guys, I hope you guys are having a great day. Make sure you stay focused and protect yourself at all costs. You always got to learn that you can't put other people before you. You got to protect yourself at all costs because you don't want to reboot your life for somebody else, and that's the hard part about life. You want to help people, but you got to help yourself first. Some people will look at you, and I have this problem, will look at you as someone that can help them. But what happens after you help them and you get them to where they want to be? Say it's a relationship or something, right? They could leave you. They could think, you know what? He got me here. Now I can do better because I'm in this position and I can do better in this way. This is the evil thing about life that you kind of have to always keep in mind. That sometimes people look at you as someone that can help them for the time being, get them to where they want to be, and then they can push you aside and think they can do better and level up. Always remember that could happen. It's hard to know who you're with and who you're friends with and who you're dating. It's scary. I just going through something now that's like probably gonna have to not date this girl anymore because she wants too much. She wants to be attached to everything. She sees probably moving in with you or something as a level up in her life because she can save more money. Like, people think like that. And then what happens when she does save money and gets her life back together? Does she just bounce? Or, do you also get the pressure of marriage all the time because they want to attach themselves to you, your assets and everything, And this is no shade towards girls. Girls should be just as careful. Sometimes girls will date a guy that makes less than them, or they have more than this guy and they have more to lose. I mean, it can go both ways, It's scary out here, I'm going to tell you. So I have to make decisions where it's like, I kind of have to protect myself and the things I've worked for years to build. I don't want 6 months to a year with somebody else to destroy or cut everything in half. And that's the scary thing about how people think now. Some people want to get married and attach your stuff together, and you could lose everything. It's not based on love. I believe in love, but it's also based on, like, when love goes and you have a problem with somebody. Say that honeymoon phase is gone, And now the love is gone, right? That happens. We've all been through breakups, right? Now it's war. Now you're protecting yourself. I've been in this situation in breakups where I've only lived with another girl one time in my life, and I was 27, right? And I remember that breakup. We broke up when I was 28. We had dated for 3 years. We were living together. Luckily, I was in an apartment, so you could just bounce, right? But if you own a house, you can't bounce from your house. You can't bounce. And that's scary to me, you know? Anyways, it's Jordan Tower with JT News. My point of that whole thing is protect yourself and make sure you're making good decisions, and the person you're with or your friend is making good decisions too. And it's a decision that also people are concerned about what they want. They have their checklist of what they want out of life, but sometimes they don't ask what you want out of life. And then it's one-sided, you know? And sometimes, like, we all want everything we can get out of life, right? But that's the beauty of two people coming together that should happen. It shouldn't be you're conforming to what that person wants out of life. It's like we love each other so much that we're willing to adjust the things we wanted, you know, to be together. And sometimes that doesn't work that way. And if the other person's not willing to adjust with you, then maybe they have ulterior motives. And the worst thing you can do is keep moving forward on something like that. And then you find out later that, you know, you were duped into something. I don't know. It's hard out here, you know? And it's unsettling that what people's goals and everything, you know, it's like it's for themselves. It doesn't have anything to do with you.